You were born. You had no say in who your parents were. You had no say in which continent, country, or ethnicity you were born into. You grew up under someone else's roof and had to play by their rules. From the moment you entered this world, you were handed a script. You had to attend school, learn the language of your community, and operate within a predetermined structure. It's the only life you've ever known. A river that has been flowing long before you arrived. You don't own the river, and you don't own the world. You're just one among billions trying to figure it all out. But there's one thing you've always had. The power of choice. You can choose to accept or reject the river's flow. Sure, life throws challenges at you, situations outside your control, but the final decision, that's yours. It's always been yours. Life is constantly force-feeding us. Expectations, norms, systems. But you're the horse. You don't have to drink from the river unless you choose to. Of course, digging a well is hard work. It's easier to stick with the river you've always known. But if you're going to keep drinking from the river, shouldn't you at least understand its source? Shouldn't you question why the tide rises and falls? Or why the water sometimes tastes bitter? It's time to investigate. To think deeply about the life you're living. Here's the truth. You can die tomorrow. I hope you don't. But it's not a curse. It's reality. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to awaken you. When you truly realize how fragile life is, you start to see how much of it you've taken for granted. You start to question the time you've wasted. They say you have 2 lives, and the second begins when you realize you only have one. Ask yourself, if you died tomorrow, would you be proud of the life you've lived? Would people speak positively about you? More importantly, would you feel fulfilled? Life is more than the material things we chase. It's more than the frivolities we pursue. True fulfillment comes when you live with purpose and gratitude. When you're at peace with yourself and need nothing external to complete you. I hope you get to a point where you're completely okay with dying. Not because you're giving up, but because you've truly lived. Death then becomes a reward. A well-earned rest after a life filled with meaning. I pray your second life begins sooner rather than later. And I pray you find peace, not in the world around you, but in the world within you. You have unimaginable power. You have the power of choice. Don't waste it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start your second life today.